The one time I want to go out, it happens to be for an event to celebrate being a dad with other dads. Old age must be creeping up on me to think that I wanted to be a part of this congregation. Woulda. You don't know if it will be more enjoyable than sitting at home watching television. Woulda. Fine. I'll try to make this the best experience possible.
Woulda.
By the way, don't drink all the fruit punch. Save some for the other dads.
Woulda. Well, if it isn't the man who's slain me in cold blood.
Dio, out of all the people here, why do you feel the need to talk to me?
I like watching you become self-induced in miserable awkwardness. It's a great pastime for me.
Don't you think that gets old?
Jotaro, you're talking to a vampire here.
Does that also mean your brain hasn't aged past a 3-year-old's?
Why don't we be formal here? There's no need to cause a scene. I'm not in the mood for a fight anyways. I'm just here to socialize.
Then go do it somewhere else.
Don't you want to discuss fatherly duties or relationships with our own spawn?
Not the way you're doing it, and certainly not with you.
Then I'll talk to Jonathan instead, since he'll, at least, entertain the idea and have an actual conversation with me.
Good to hear. Have fun doing that.
I most indubitably will.
Woulda. Yes, it did go better than I expected since he went away in almost record time. Something surprising for a guy like him.
Woulda.
I'll relax more since he's gone. One less menace to deal with because there might be more. Grandson, long time no see. There's a reason for that. It's more like an excuse, but I understand. How has it been being a dad? I'm surprised at how well it went and how it's going currently. I've learned more than I thought I would being a dad. Even at my age, I'm still learning new things. But I'm just glad I only had one child because I don't think I can handle any more than that. That's because you can't punch your way through the relationship. Can you word that entire sentence differently? You simply must adapt to the present situation. You can't plan everything out with a perfect outcome every time. Isn't that exactly what you do? Was getting my hand chopped off part of the plan? As far as I know, yes. No, it wasn't part of the plan. Besides, you already proved my point. One more thing before I saunter off. What you got for me? A little communication goes a long way. Got it. You can leave now. Always a pleasure to talk to you, grandson. I think as of now, I could say the same.
Woulda.
Well, at least for the most part.
Jotaro Kujo, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Jonathan. How about yourself?
Excellent, my good chap. I find it wonderful that men could gather around and celebrate our transformation into fathers for our sons and daughters.
I'm still relieved that I only have one daughter.
I can see why you'd say that. After all, I do have sons that I did not consent to having, but that doesn't mean I don't treat them as if they were made by my own hand.
I'm not so sure that I'd be the same way.
It's hard to say that anyone would be the same given my situation, but I don't think I'm like many other people.
At your size, that only runs in the family.
It seems so. How about this, Jotaro? If you were given a chance to start again, would you do it without consummating your wife to reduce Jolene?
I only have regrets about decisions involved after her existence, so I wouldn't want to change the fact she exists. I still cherish her with all of my heart.
See? I knew you had a good heart somewhere inside that tough exterior, Jotaro.
Don't get sappy with me, old man.
Come give me a hug, Jotaro.
I'm not doing this.
Nice try.
You're lucky you're family.
And I'm lucky to have you as family. All right, I think I've embarrassed you enough. I'll see to it that I go converse with the others.
Enjoy doing that.
I will.
Woulda, woulda, woulda.
If I ever get hugged like that again, I'll burst like a squeezed grape. Hello there. I don't seem to recognize your face. Neither do I. Are you from my universe? I don't think so. Do you have a Josuke in your universe? Yes. Does he wear a sailor cap? Nope. He has a pompadour. Then it appears we are from different universes. How many kids do you have? I have 3 sons. 1 adopted, 2 daughters, and 1 daughter-in-law. That's a lot of children. My love is equal, but at times it does waver. Who's the adopted son? Josuke. I feel bad for you. He's not so bad. He's just confused, that's all, but he has been happier as of late. I see him when the JoJo's have a meeting, but he does seem to be a bit awkward. He just needs to find his bearings. How is it like having 2 daughters? Do you have a daughter of your own? Yes. Ah, it's an interesting experience and it requires a lot of attention to detail when raising them. But you know how girls are, always wanting makeup or hassling their other siblings. Sounds awful. I'm only exaggerating. By the way, I didn't catch your name, man. Jotaro Kujo, marine biologist. Norisuke Higashikata, father of many great children. Well, Jotaro, I think I'm going to head home, man. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Ditto. Uda, I agree. I think it's time to head home.
Hey, Dad. Dad, can I?
I'm going to hug you now.
What? Dad, you're squeezing too much.
I learned this from Jonathan.
Group hug.
Don't you dare ruin this for me.
Okay, Mr. Cujo. I'll be leaving now.
What a time to be a father.